Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review today on my day off, finally guys. And today we are going to talk about a currently hyped fragrance, and definitely, as you guys know, when it comes to hyped fragrances in this channel, what I specialize and what I love talking about here is talking about these fragrances in a very no hype manner, no shill manner, no crazy hype about it. I will tell you guys about the ins and outs of these fragrances, strengths and weaknesses, and at the end of it, I will let you guys decide whether you should buy these things or not. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? By simply liking, subscribing, and watching the ads on these videos, you do help the channel greatly, not only with the growth of the channel, but also financially, because as you guys know, we are not sponsored by anybody. Nobody pays us to review these videos, guys, or these fragrances rather. And so by your support, it definitely helps out the channel when I procure a lot of these samples. So please do not forget to like and subscribe. And the fragrance that we will be talking about today is none other than Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmande. Yes, Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. Okay, I mean, this fragrance right here, I've never heard of Maison Mataha before. I'm really, I guess, not that outreaching when it comes to other houses or independent houses, or I don't know if this is an established house, but obviously Escapade Gourmande is such a nice clickbait name because, as you guys and gals know, gourmand fragrances are a big thing in the fragrance community, especially for those that have never thought about adding a gourmand fragrance in their collection. This is big. This is a big clickbait right here. Now, on this fragrance review, guys, I'm gonna get into the root of things. Why is this fragrance pretty hyped? Okay, bottom line, why is it so good according to a lot of people? And of course, I will also address, the other side, why there are a number of people that are saying, it's not really as hyped as it should be. Okay, I will break everything down. I'll let you guys know what this fragrance smells like, and we'll go over performance and usage and everything. Let's go spray this thing right now. Ooh. Okay guys, now let's talk about Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. If you guys look at the notes on paper, it doesn't seem like a very complicated fragrance. So, I mean, the different thing in this review is that I'm not gonna go stage to stage because really the notes are pretty simple. On the top notes, you are going to get black sugar, which is basically burnt sugar. And then on the mid, you are going to get vanilla and tonka bean. And on the base notes, you are going to get benzoin and musk. Okay, so that is it. Those are the notes of this fragrance, guys. And when I first smelled this fragrance and I saw the notes, I was like, wow, this smells like the final part of Love Don't Be Shy. That was kind of like my first impression of it, because Love Don't Be Shy, there's a lot more notes on it, especially the top and the mid, but the bottom part of Love Don't Be Shy has a very similar concoction. It's got your burnt sugar, it's got your amber, it's got your musk, as well as vanilla. So it kind of reminded me of that, and I was like, wow, it really smells like the base notes part of Love Don't Be Shy. The top note of Escapade Gourmande, like I said, is black sugar, which is basically burnt sugar. And so that burnt sugar smell basically gives you this caramelized sugar note in the beginning, guys, which is, again, very, very lovely, sweet, and gourmand. And I guess it sets the tone immediately. Now, let me tell you this, guys. If you haven't smelled Love Don't Be Shy, and this is the first time you've ever smelled a burnt sugar type of smell, type of note, I think that it is going to be mind-blowing. I mean, if you look at Love Don't Be Shy, that was Rihanna's little secret perfume for how many years, right, before she revealed it. But I'm pretty sure anybody that's ever smelled that burnt sugar, caramelized sugar smell on Rihanna was like, oh my God, you smell amazing. And on this fragrance, Escapade Gourmande, this fragrance utilizes the same approach with pretty much the same note right here, giving you guys a lovely, luscious gourmand start with that caramelized sugar smell. It is wonderful. And again, if you've never smelled it, that's probably why this is pretty popular, because it's gonna blow your socks off. Now, what's really interesting about this fragrance is the seamless transition between the notes, guys, or between the stages of this fragrance. And usually with my other reviews, I can tell you exactly how long the top happens before it bridges. I can tell you what bridge note it is or when it happens. But in this case, guys, I will tell you this: the mid of this fragrance, Escapade Gourmande, made out of vanilla and tonka bean, has a very, very, very similar scent profile to the initial caramelized sugar note that is really hard to see when it kind of changes, because the overall feel is kind of the same. You are gonna get some creamy vanilla. I can say this, that it's creamy vanilla, and then you have that hay-like almond tonka bean that pops up with it. And so it's kind of like a transition. That burnt part of the sugar is kind of like the tonka bean transition, and then the sweetness of the sugar goes into, from caramelized sugar right into creamy vanilla, and it's seamless. I can't really say when exactly it happens, but that is why a lot of people consider this fragrance linear. And headed into the end with the dry down notes of benzoin and musk, it's still pretty hard to identify when the transition really happens. And that is why, like I said, a lot of people consider this fragrance linear, because basically this whole thing from start to finish gives you a very, very similar feel, a very almost linear progression. That I will say this, I mean, it really reminds me of designer fragrances. And the reason why I say designer fragrances, and I got nothing against designer fragrances, I do wear a lot of them myself, is that designer fragrances start off with something really, really good, and usually there's not a lot of transitions for hours and hours. And so that's why a lot of people like designer fragrances, because they want more of the same thing, right? So it gives you an explosive start, usually like a Versace Eros or something, but that explosive start, or like Sauvage Elixir, it lasts for hours and hours, staying consistent, giving you the same results over and over. And I would say that this fragrance right here, Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmande, does the same thing. When you get that caramelized burnt sugar and it heads into vanilla tonka, it feels like it's just one thing. It feels like it's just one accord, a similar sensation going through hours and hours. And so if you are the type that likes grabber designer fragrances, you like more of the same, then definitely this is your thing, because you will get more of the same for hours and hours. On the other side of the token, guys, if you guys are into evolutions, if you guys buy fragrances because you want nice transitions, you want to see a real definitive move into the mid notes and the base notes with bridge notes, then this is not your thing. Okay, this is not going to be your thing right here, because you're not going to get any of that, because you're going to get a straight sweet gourmand experience, a very linear, matter of fact, very linear gourmand experience. But I'll say this, that it is lovely. Okay, now we've talked about the whole thing, and like I said, it does remind me of the end part of Love Don't Be Shy. It's caramelized sugar heading into creamy vanilla and tonka bean, that hay-like, almond-like tonka bean, and then benzoin and musk. Again, no transitions whatsoever, or you can't really, identify when it happens. But this fragrance, if we're gonna talk about longevity first, and that's what I want to talk about, this fragrance lasts more than 15 hours. More than 15 hours. And I checked out another video review on this fragrance, and the guy that tried it, he said that it was like 25 hours. And I believe it, because for me, it was like 15 hours and I could smell this fragrance as a lingering scent. And I just had to take a shower at that point. I was like, man, this is too much. 15 hours? I can't go over that. Okay, now we know that this fragrance is long lasting. Like I said, 15 hours or maybe even 25 hours. But the thing about this fragrance is that this fragrance is a personal lingering scent. And if we go by the name Escapade Gourmande, that makes total sense, because this is your gourmand escape, right? From the hustle and bustle of life or whatever. or if you live somewhere where you just want to go away and dream about these gourmand dreams, I mean, definitely this perfume will do it. It is a personal scent. However, what it will not do is it won't create a scent trail. It won't create a massive sillage that's going to attract people like far away from you. It's not gonna do that. And the only thing it'll do is it'll stick as a personal scent for hours and hours that you can enjoy. Makes sense, it's the name. But also if you have like some close quarter meetings, people that are closer to you that you're talking to directly, I'm pretty sure they are going to smell this fragrance right here. But again, if we go by the name Escapade Gourmande, I mean, it does make sense that this is made as a personal scent for your personal enjoyment. If we're talking about usage, on top of it being a personal scent and a nice escape, this is one of those fragrances that you actually can spray before sleeping. But on top of that, in my opinion, this is a date night perfume. And I think that this is actually by default a women's perfume that some men who are open to unisex fragrances can actually use. Much like Love Don't Be Shy, but actually Love Don't Be Shy has elements that are truly femme. And it's a little bit outreaching towards women. But this fragrance, because it starts off with burnt sugar, it starts off with that caramelized sugar, it goes into simply vanilla and tonka, benzoin and musk. I think that it's a lot more unisex. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if more women wear this than guys, okay? And there's that feel anyways. But for me, it is very unisex. And weather-wise, this is perfect for right now, the cold weather. I mean, I think we're gonna get an extended winter, which sucks because I think it's gonna be an extended summer. But for cool, cold weather, this one has slight warming properties. That's perfect for all of that. Now, finally, let's get into the price. This fragrance is $215 right now for 100 ml. Is it worth it? I think so, if there is nothing else in your collection that is like it, okay? And I reckon there's really not a lot. I mean, it's either Love Don't Be Shy or there's another burnt sugar fragrance, but honestly, this one here is a grabber for the cold weather. It's a grabber. And you know, $215 for 100 ml. That's a ton of sprays that I'm pretty sure is gonna last you till the next couple winters. This is what makes it worth it. I think for $215, full bottle, if you're looking for that gourmand escape, personal scent or close quarter scent or date scent that is gourmand and yummy and delicious, can't say nothing. I can't say nothing about the scent profile, the scent development. Again, it's more of the same for 15 hours, more of the nice, beautiful gourmand nature of this fragrance. But yeah, $215 for 100 ml, I think could be worth it if you really like it. So, I mean, I would say definitely try this fragrance, get a sample. There's a lot of samplers out there of this fragrance. I think I bought this sample for like $15. Try it out. And again, if you like it for this cold weather, then buy the bottle. I think it's not expensive at all, considering all these other fragrances are already past that $200 range. They're already $300, $400, $500 in terms of the price. And that is it. That is my quick review of this fragrance, Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmande. A lovely, sweet fragrance that lasts for so many hours, such a mood enhancer. I mean, even right now that I'm wearing it, I'm enjoying this right now. You know, with the cold weather here in LA, I'm enjoying this scent right now, guys. And so I implore you guys to try it. Let me know in the comments what you guys and gals think of Escapade Gourmande, especially the performance. I mean, did you guys and gals wish that it should have lasted longer? Or what do you guys think? I mean, I really want to know if you guys thought that it was too simple, or was it groundbreaking because you have never tried anything like it. So the previous guy that reviewed it that I saw, he said there was nothing else that was like it. But for me, like I said, it was kind of like the last part of Love Don't Be Shy. It wasn't shocking to me, but in my opinion, if this is the first time I've ever smelled anything like that, I would actually get blown away. I would really, really like it. So let me know in the comments below, guys. And again, thank you for 15,000 subscribers, guys. Where I think we are right now at 15,200. So please continue to support the channel, like, subscribe, share this, let your friends know about the channel. And I will see you again, guys, tomorrow. Again, this is Troy D. God bless, take care, have a great weekend. Peace.